Hi, everyone. We've got the second game of the NBA Cup group stage for these two teams. This one has a little more meaning than your... Just the second game of the group stage. But already, this is a must-win, we think, for both teams.
Yeah, you only get 4 of these group games. Each of these teams already 0-1, so if you get a second loss, the odds of you advancing are basically nil.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Hartenstein is out there with James. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Desmond Bane. And it's Avdia in at the 3 spot. Sexton on the wing. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And he is just an explosive athlete. Sexton not at all fazed by the contact.
James looking it over. Drains it from beyond the arc. LeBron's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Butler with the ball. Now Avdia defending. That's Butler missing.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Here's Payne. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Is on Colin Sexton.
An effective two-way threat. Have to be impressed with Bane's steady improvement year after year.
Free throw good, Bane. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Butler against Bane. Butler, no good. Cleveland has come out of the gates quickly. 4-point game. Here's LeBron. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
Well, Richard, you were a teammate of LeBron James's, winning a title in Cleveland with him, playing with LeBron. What was something you learned about his game and about him?
Well, I learned that he takes the greatness that has been bestowed upon him as a gift, and it is a curse, but he understands how to handle both. Goodness, DeAndre Ayton, welcome to the highlight reel.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Cavaliers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to James. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. And Butler, here we go. And slam dunk by Butler.
A legendary competitor. Butler with no fear taking it hard to the hoop.
Outside, James. The rebound by the Celtics. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
You know, it seemed like once it went to overtime, the confidence from both teams just really seemed to go in opposite directions. And unfortunately for them, they were on the wrong side of that equation.
Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
And a wide open look for Bane. Nails the wide open jump shot.
Off the catch, Bane has that repeatable shot motion. It's just so consistent.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Now that we're around the midway point of this NBA Cup stage, here's a look at how the standings are shaping up.
Yeah, it's been a really fun tournament to watch, especially when you see just how much the fans get into it. And we've still got a number of games to go.
Outside, Sexton. And he drives in. Ayton. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Ayton's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Outside, Bane. Bane with the screen on Horford. Spins. 5 to shoot. Here's LeBron. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Pass to Ayton. Looking for Sexton. He gets it there. And he gets the bucket.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
LeBron outside. And Boston with the rebound. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
And facing a squad that poses some challenges. I mean, they beat them in the playoffs, but lost the regular season series.
A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
LeBron passes to Hartenstein. Back to LeBron from downtown. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Outside, Horford. Pass to Ayton. Here's Sexton. Back to Ayton. Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's Butler. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And the release of Butler's jumper, it's so smooth. He has no problem knocking it down from mid-range.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Sexton finds Ayton. Celtics passing it around. Dinwiddie against Sexton. Puts it up from 12. Another shot, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
A long, versatile guard at 6'5". Spencer Dinwiddie can play the one, shift over to the two. It gives you scoring and playmaking.
Taking a look at Boston. While this is just game 2 of the NBA Cup, however, their backs are already against the wall.
I know it's just game 2 of the group round. However, this is 100% a must-win. A loss probably knocks them out of the cup.
And now, talking about how things are going for Cleveland. After losing the first game of this group play, you get the sense this team knows what they're up against.
Oh, no question. The message in the locker room should be relatively simple. Leave everything you have out there on the floor.
Great Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Stewart with the steal. Herter with it. Now Avdia defending. Herter passes to Reed. It's good. This game is all even.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to visit with head coach Joe Mazzulla.
Now I asked him who hasn't worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Right now our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Thank you, David. And pushing it up, here's Boston. The shot by Sexton, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Stewart with the steal. One-on-one here. And it's Sexton slamming it down.
I'm telling you, this kid loves the spotlight, loves center stage. Sexton just firing up his teammates.
Now, Alvarado. Boy, he just disappeared against Charlotte. They really needed him. And Plumlee kicks to Bay.
Celtics foul.
The Celtics making a switch here. LeVert's checked in.
Team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, number 9, Paris LeVert.
Herter against Avdia. 6 on the shot clock. There's the steal. Herter against Plumlee. Herter passes to Reed. Pippen feeling it out a bit. No one near Herter as he lets it fly. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Now it's a 5-point Boston lead. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Boston?
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Shot clock at 2. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Celtics leading by 5. 1:22 left in the first. Pippen with it. Still without a basket. Here's Reed. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Cleveland. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Denny Abdia, how his last 10 games have gone. He's putting up 6 points a night, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
Here's Alvarado. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Bay. 58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Alvarado. Just 5 on the clock. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You gotta like how ready Bay always seems to be, prepared to seize the moment whenever his number's called.
O'Neal wide open. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Now here's Pippen. He's defended by Alvarado. Pass to LeVert. Reed against O'Neal. Herter kicks to LeVert. Fires the 3. Avdia with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 7. To the paint. Stewart with the steal. Good if it goes. Oh, and he got it to fall.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Yeah, that's 1-100 type shot. But hey, that is why you just throw it up there.
And so it's Boston with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Spencer Dinwiddie. LeBron James is out there with Hartenstein. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Bane in at the 2. This one for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Butler. Oh, no, stopping Butler that time.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Cleveland moving the ball around. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Great find by Bron using his basketball IQ. If you don't understand how smart he is, just ask him.
Right wing. Outside, Sexton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Bane finds Dinwiddie. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And a long combo guard, Dinwiddie can use that 6'5" height inside like a bigger player.
Reed the pass to Pippen. O'Neal against Butler. Reed with a screen on O'Neal. Here's Butler, and there's Butler with the flush.
And that's what they want to see from Butler, a take-charge mindset, that desire to attack the rim.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Pippen, the pass to Ayton. Sexton with it. Now, here's Ayton. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And this NBA Cup, Greg, it's patterned after the WNBA Commissioner's Cup, which we all enjoy, and that started back in 2021.
Well, the W had loads of success with the Cup format. The basketball world took notice, and I think that is a major reason why the NBA started their version in 2023.
A double-double machine who can also block shots. You won't find many centers with Ayton's size and talent.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Horford comes in for Reed, and Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Pippen. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside Butler. Inside, Ayton. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
Sexton against Bain. Sexton dishes to Horford. Plumlee with the steal. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Here's LeBron. No good. That would have tied it.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
O'Neal sets the screen for James. Another miss by James.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Here's Ayton. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. And now a 7-point Boston lead.
Through the defender, Ayton, he's going to get his.
LeBron kicks to Plumlee. Kicks it out to James. The Cavaliers with another miss. Celtics leading by 7. Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
Here's Bain. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for Boston. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. The three-point game, such a big part of the NBA. Let's see the best teams at it. The Cavaliers, number one.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Free throw good, Sexton. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Then for the Cavaliers, Green comes in for LeBron. Bays subbed in for O'Neal. And Sexton drops them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Dinwiddie kicks to Plumlee. Pass to Bain. Now here's Dinwiddie. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Huerter on the wing. Guarded by Bain. And Ayton throws it down.
I like how Ayton makes himself a big target on these alley-oops. Just a quality finish.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Here's Dinwiddie. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Bain passes to Bay. Sinks the three-pointer.
And I love how assertive Bay is offensively. Solid at catching the defender there off guard.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Stewart comes in for Ayton. And it's LeVert in for Sexton. Then for the Cavaliers, Avdia's checked in for Desmond Bain. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Celtics leading by 8. And here is Brogdon. No scoring in this one. Now LeVert. Horford finds Huerter. Down low. And the dunk by Stewart.
The vision of a point guard with that dish. Huerter dicing him up with the pass.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. Alvarado with it. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
LeVert kicks to Horford. Horford sets a screen for Huerter. And the three off target. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. It's blocked. Now here's Horford. Got a piece of it. Alvarado with the steal. In the corner, Bay with it. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics leading by 8. There's Brogdon. 20 points for him last game against Toronto.
And a big part of that was his aggressiveness, drawing contact, and getting to the line.
The Cavaliers shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Pass to Avdia. Back to Alvarado. Shot clock at 6. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Desmond Bain.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Celtics. And Cleveland also making a change. Hartenstein's checked in. Reid, it's good from long range. Reed's got his third basket of the night.
For a wing, Huerter has always been a very good facilitator. By no means a ball stopper.
2 minutes.
LeVert against Bay. On the wing, Green. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 1:44 left in the first half. And Brogdon, here we go. Good on the bucket.
He can explode to the hoop. Brogdon, he can change speeds in a hurry.
Here's Alvarado. Levert defending. It's blocked.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Stewart, a screen for Herter. Looking for Stewart, he gets it there. And the dunk by Stewart.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Avdia, the pass to Alvarado. 51 seconds left in the first half of basketball. To the inside. To the wing right side. There's Green with the three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brogdon looking it over. Green with the block.
When you talk about the best defensive players of this era, you have to talk about Draymond Green.
And here's Avdia. Hasn't made one yet. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Buries the long-range jumper. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Stewart. Three-pointer, Levert. And so it's Boston holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. With Draymond Green, Draymond rebounding a bit of a struggle. How do you improve that?
Hit your man. Get 5 guys to the boards. Guards get in there and clean up those boards that's loose, but our big guys got to hold our mans off, and we've been doing that this half.
We'll see if all 5 can get you more boards in that second half, Dre. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Their bench came in ready to play. As a starter, that gives you confidence when you have to come off the floor.
Yeah, they know the second unit has their backs. Like I've got you guys.
Hard to find a better bodyguard than a 7-foot sheriff. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
They've got Jimmy Butler, Andre Ayton out there with Horford. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Sexton in at the 2. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. James the pass to Hartenstein. Pass to Dinwiddie. Hartenstein with the screen for Dinwiddie. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Sexton. The shot will not fall. Craig D that time from Bain. Dinwiddie attacking. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And nice slash to the basket from Dinwiddie, showing off that nice knack for scoring.
Outside, Sexton. Back to Brogdon. To the middle, here's Butler. Avdia with the rebound. Cleveland has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Pass to LeBron. James gets inside and finishes.
Honestly, I feel so fortunate to be able to sit here and watch this because there are not many vintage performances by LeBron James left to go in his career.
Here's Sexton. The putback. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Hartenstein's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. Terrific awareness among this collection of centers and power forwards. The big men averaging the most assists per contest over the previous 10 games. LeBron James second.
And these are some of the most complete players in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
The way they move the ball is tremendous. I love seeing that kind of pass work being done out of the post.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. We'll look at Cleveland, down at 10th in the early going, looking to make a move up in the standings. And, of course, Boston, a game and a half out.
And, you know, for Boston, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, I'm not sure this can be written off just as a slow start. I think this might be the team that they are. Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Hartenstein. From the arc. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Celtics leading by 9. Now Pippen. Sexton with it. Back to Pippen. Right side, Butler. Over LeBron. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Pippen. Sexton with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. And the shot is good.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
Back to LeBron. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Dinwiddie.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Outside Pippen. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. An emphatic LU jam. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Pippen. And now a 12-point Celtic lead. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Boston?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Pippen, a screen on Bain. Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
This is why you got to prevent Sexton from getting in the lane. Once he does, he just explodes towards the basket.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game. It's beautiful. Outside, Sexton. Ayton against Hartenstein. Past the Butler. Lets the three fly. Oh, Butler draining the three.
The answer from Butler, no one is more competitive than Jimmy.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And a new group in for the Celtics. Stewart's checked in for Ayton. Reed comes in for Al Horford. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Colin Sexton. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Plumlee, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Green comes in for LeBron. O'Neal's checked in for Avdia. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Bain. Now, Dinwiddie, he's got 9. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
And let's take a look now at LeVert's numbers. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up about 14 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game.
Pippen finds LeVert. Reed with a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's LeVert to the inside. Reed gets the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to Green. Plumlee sets the pick for Green. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
O'Neal sets the screen for Dinwiddie. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Celtics leading by 13. Huerter with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Back to Pippen. Got it. Good job in the low post. Pippen's got 4 points this quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Dinwiddie against Pippen. Now, here's Dinwiddie. 9 points in the game so far. And that one's good. Green.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Reed. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Dinwiddie. Inside. Here's Green. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense. But what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the 3 ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters.
That free throw missing.
A vocal leader both on and off the floor. Green plays with a real fire in edge.
Brogdon, he's checked in for the Celtics. Bays checked in for Cleveland. That one is no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Brogdon left side. Sinks that one from the post. Brogdon's got his second bucket.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Dinwiddie for three. Reed with the rebound.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Brogdon shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Brogdon really utilizes that size down low. He'll go right at these guys as he did there.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Brogdon hits them both.
Here's a guy, Brogdon, that led the league from the stripe. Not the player you would choose to send to the line.
Bay passes to Plumlee. Dinwiddie wide open. Connects from three-point range. Dinwiddie's got 8 points in the quarter.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the third. Stewart kicks to Brogdon. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Outside, Green takes the three. And Boston with the rebound. Stewart's got 7 rebounds in the game. Dinwiddie against Brogdon. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And, guys, has been the driving force for the Celtics. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Down by 15. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. So on the floor for Cleveland, Jose Alvarado is out there with Desmond Bane. Then it's James. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Avdia in at the 3, the small forward. Ayton against Hartenstein. Butler dishes to Sexton. Back to Butler. Fires from 14. It's hauled in by LeBron. And stolen by Ayton. It's Brogdon on the wing. A solo fast break. And the basket by Alvarado.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And a wide open shot from Reed. Off target from three-point range. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Tries the spin move. On the wing, Bane. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Butler feeling out a bit. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 11 rebounds in the game. Back to Alvarado. Pass to Avdia. Takes a three. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from LeBron.
Now look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Ayton, the pass to Butler. Looking to end his cold spell. The Cavaliers pull it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Bane. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's 11 points for Desmond Bane.
And when you thought this fourth quarter was simply a formality, all of a sudden the offense picks up, and now we have a game.
Sexton kicks to Butler. Brogdon a screen on Avdia. Butler hits it with traffic.
Strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
Pass to James. And the rejection by Ayton. Butler against Avdia. Butler passes to Brogdon. Picked by Reed. Here's Sexton. Cans the 12-footer. And now it's a 10-point Celtic lead.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. The Celtics making a switch here. Pippen's checked in. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Cleveland. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Pippen dishes to Ayton. Pass to Sexton. It's the mark. Cavaliers with the rebound. Dinwiddie outside to the paint. And a missed layup.
The contest and the rebound, folks. That is how you defend.
Here's Pippen. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Line with one shot. Pippen.
Free throw good from Pippen. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Outside, Avdia. James sets the screen for Avdia. On the wing, Bane. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Pass to Reed. Dinwiddie against Sexton. Ayton sets the pick for Sexton. And Ayton throws it down.
Talk about perfect execution. Ayton on the same page with his man there.
And so James will bring it up for the Cavaliers. A 12-point game. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Hartenstein.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
And Pippen with the basket. The assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
James finds Hartenstein. Now Dinwiddie. Clock at 6. 16 feet away. Rebound, Boston. Ayton's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Bounce pass, Pippen. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Reed with a screen for Sexton. Traps in the tray. Sexton's got 13 points in the second half.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Dinwiddie kicks to Avdia. Back to Dinwiddie. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. Boston leading by 15. Here's Pippen. And there's the lay-in.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Avdia, the pass to Bing. The Cavaliers again can't hit. For Boston, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Celtics passing it around. Sexton against Bain. The shot by Sexton, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Outside, Avdia. From deep, James. LeBron James making it look easy from deep.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Reed finds 8. Back to Reed. Hands it from downtown. Reed's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Dinwiddie passes to Bing. LeBron's just too strong inside.
At this point in time, you have to understand that if LeBron James is on the inside, he has so many ways to beat you. A little contact's not going to do anything.
Outside Butler. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. Pass to Ayton. Let's go. And Bain pulls it down. The Cavaliers trail by 15.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Celtics.
The one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for DeAndre Ayton.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
They get it again. Plays it up and banks it in. There's 31 seconds left in the game. Pippen, the pass to Reed. Back to Pippen. Butler on the way. Reed with a screen on Avdia. Butler. The shot from the low post is good.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight coverage.
So it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Huge moment in this group round of the NBA Cup. The record is now 1 up and 1 down.
And Kevin, I thought their energy and effort was outstanding. I mean, backs against the wall, and they delivered.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. Another home win, and I know it's important to make this a tough place for people to come in and steal a win.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to want to come here and play against us. We don't want anybody to want to play against us on the road either. But I definitely think the best thing we can do is win all the home games.
Yeah, you guys are protecting the fort, man. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game.
Hello and thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup is underway. This is game 2, and things will only get more intense from this point forward. I'm Brian, and both... teams off to a good start, winning their first games in the NBA Cup.
And tonight is a huge one in this group. Remember, the first tiebreaker is head-to-head. So if you can get out to a 2-0 start, plus have the tiebreaker, you're in business.
Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. We've got Wembanyama, James Harden out there with Brandon Pajemski. Then there's Trey Murphy, and it's Williams in at the small forward position. 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get one up from the arc. Okongwu with the rebound. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Williams' shot is good.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Taylor Jenkins. He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
Thank you for that, Allie. And the shot goes in.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
To the paint. Here's Williams. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Pass to Cunningham. To the middle. Here's Jackson. No good off the glass. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Harden with it. Stolen by Jackson. Simons outside. Inside. Kicks it out to Cunningham. And here's Jackson. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, good touch from Jackson Jr. Ready to score inside when given these opportunities.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, BA. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at Memphis, in second now, but wanting to claim that top seed. And, of course, the Nuggets, 5 games back.
You know, for Memphis, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Soft touch off the glass. Jackson's gotten his second bucket.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Pass to Harden. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Jackson.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Oh, a two-handed power
mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Pajemski with it. He's scoreless. Outside Harden. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Let's take a look at the best rebounders around the league. Victor Wembanyama, #1.
And the way he's rebounded the ball this season has been special. His teammates really appreciate his hard work and physicality on the glass.
Harden against Cunningham. Out to Simons. A shot from the mid-range. Rebound by the Nuggets. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Cunningham passes to Okongwu, and the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Jackson finds McDaniels. Back to Jackson. Now Simons. Defended by Pajemski. Picked up by Okongwu. And here's Simons outside. Man, he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Back to Pajemski. Williams up top. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it fly. The rebound by Jackson.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Simons passes to Cunningham. Shoots over Harden. And that one's good. Cunningham.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Harden, the pass to Wembanyama. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Williams. Let's go with a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 5.
Yes, such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Simons outside. Rebounded by Denver.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Cunningham against Harden. Cunningham looking it over. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
And Williams has got the ball here for Denver. McDaniels with some nice D.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Harden against Cunningham. Okongwu, a screen on Harden. And here's Cunningham outside. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Denver has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Williams against McDaniels. Down low. Here's Pajemski. Okongwu with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Back to Daniels. Pass to Jackson. To the inside. Here's Okongwu. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 11 so far. Outside Pajemski. Up top Harden. Outside for Wembanyama. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
I mean, if I was out there, I'd probably test anyone but Jackson Jr.
A line change here for Memphis. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
The top 5 teams in second chance scoring. I like the attitude of this team. They play hard, willing to do the dirty work down low.
And while we don't talk about free throw shooting much, this team almost never wastes chances at the stripe. It's an overlooked strength for them. Here's Wesley. He's guarded by man. Pass to Clowney. Now here's Smith. Here's Wesley. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. Hachimura with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside man. Now here's Hachimura. Defense is right there.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Pass to Watson. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Both shots good from the stripe. Denver has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Pass to post. Back to man. The jump hook. And another basket for Denver.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Smith. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Terrific trip down the floor that time. Jalen Smith ends up scoring down low. You want that ball in the paint and in his hands.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
A solid defender and rebounder. I'm really impressed with Smith's growth thus far.
Right side man. Pass to Hachimura. Fades back. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Here's Wesley. He's guarded by man. Williams with the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Takes the 3. A nice shot by Watson. Watson's got 5 now.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Now Beasley. Over Williams. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Memphis ahead, up 2. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
They've got Vince Williams. He's out there with Anthony Simons. Smith out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Clowney in at the power forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Man, the pass to Beasley. And here is Williams. And there's a pick to the paint. Here's Post. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Simons up top. He's guarded by man. And it's Simons missing. Nuggets trail by 3. Three-pointer. Watson with a rebound. In the middle of his 3rd year in the league, Clark, Trey Mann was traded out of OKC.
Yeah, that team was so deep, that Thunder team, B.A. It was hard for Mann to find playing time, and now he's got a chance to play more with the expanded minutes. He's shown you that he can get it done at both ends.
Here's Smith. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken an easy shot.
Something fun about this NBA Cup tournament are the nights where we only have Cup games. It's a playoffs-like atmosphere.
Yeah, especially with the way these NBA Cup games affect everybody's standings within the tournament. Every game becomes important, and it just makes it that much more exciting to watch.
First one falls. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jackson comes in for Smith. And Cunningham subbed in for Clowney. Pajimski's checked in for Denver. James Harden comes in for Mann. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Outside Watson. Pass to Jackson. There's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
That one falls for Jackson.
And the growth of Jackson Jr. is downright scary, especially defensively. This guy has been upping his game, and no opponent is happy about that.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Denver. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
Simons outside. Jackson on the wing. He's got 5. Back to Simons. This one for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Oh, a great flush from Wemby. Uh-oh, now it looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Memphis making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
You know, in that game, it was just too much disparity in effort level between the two teams, especially on the glass.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Harden against Cunningham. Pass to Watson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Watson's got 7 points in the game. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Podziemski with it. Outside, Williams. The 3-ball. Doesn't go for him. Memphis trailing here. Here's Simons. Podziemski grabs the board.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
And there's the lob. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here's Cunningham. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
And again, it's Denver missing. The Grizzlies have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Jackson outside. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, I like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Here's Podziemski. Sinks the tray. Podziemski's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Simons outside. Over Harden. And it's Simons missing.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Here's Podziemski, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Cade Cunningham picks that one up. Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results. Shoot 2.
First one at the line is good. Grant, a little background on the NBA Cup tournament this game is part of. It traces its origins back to the WNBA Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah, the WNBA was set to feature the in-season tournament in 2020, but the pandemic delayed that start until 2021. Since then, it's been a wild success, and the NBA decided to run one of their own.
Outside Watson. Simons outside. That three's off the mark.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Denver shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Wesley, he's checked in for Simons.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
To stop the run. That's short off the rim.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Denver shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That one's off. Hachimura's checked in for the Nuggets. And he can't hit the second. Grizzlies trail by 3. And here's McDaniels. No points so far. Jackson with a screen on Williams. Shot clock at 5. Here's McDaniels. And it's Denver with a rebound. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Lets the 3 fly. And Cunningham pulls it down. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. To the inside, Jackson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's on Rui Hachimura.
And great poise there from Jackson. He's getting crowded by the defender, but stays cool and takes the foul.
And he makes the first. And the Nuggets making a change here. Jovic is checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. For Denver, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Harden from outside. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's McDaniels. And rejected. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Smith, he's checked in for Memphis. And Denver with a change here too. Mann's checked in. And the Grizzlies with possession here. And that one's good. Cunningham.
And look at the lack of hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. He wants to review the game plan. these are the guys that continue to come through from the charity stripe. Left side man. Hachimura sets a screen. Jacks up a three. Buries it from three. Hachimura's got his third bucket of the night.
Hachimura was hoping the ball would come his way, and he was ready.
Now for an update on Onyeka Kongwu's injury. We'll go to the sideline.
I have a status report from Memphis's head athletic trainer. All signs point to a high ankle sprain, something that they're going to have to be very careful with. They're certainly thinking player safety first, so they'll likely err on the side of caution, but it does change their plans a bit.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And in the training room, guys, I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 4. Puts it up from 15. And another basket for Memphis. Here's Mann. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Pass to Hachimura. Now here's Pajemski. He's watched by Cunningham. Back to Hachimura. Clark, Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A. Working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
Knocks down the first one. Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
Down low, and there's a 3-second violation.
5th in fewest turnovers per game, and they're in the NBA's top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. When they're playing with full intensity, their defense is up there with the best of them.
And just go back to their field goal percentage. They're a disciplined team. They run a smart offense. It's about finding high-quality shots, maximizing their possessions. We've got 1:55 left in the half. Shot clock at 6. Excellent defense there from Watson. Grizzlies trail by 4. Smith outside. Pass to Wesley. Here's Clowney. Now here's Williams. He's guarded by Beasley. Here's Wesley. 17 points for him last game against Denver. Hachimura with a rebound. The Nuggets lead by 4. Out to the right wing. Here's Jovic. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Jovic has got his first bucket in this one.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Smith. There's 48 seconds left in the second period. Here's Clowney. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Jovic. Hachimura up top. in by Hachimura.
We are seeing some big-time play from Rui on offense. He's really getting into taking it to the defense.
Now here's Watson. He's closely guarded. Three-pointer. He can't get it to go. And so it's Rui Hachimura making things happen for the Nuggets. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. I'm joined with Coach Taylor Jenkins. What's the focus as you look forward to the second half?
Just ignite our pace. You know, everything starts with our defense. Can we pick up our activity? We got to get some stops. Got to keep them off the free throw line. You got to get out and run. They're showing a great crowd in the paint, but just trust the pass. Everyone's got to trust each other, get multiple actions, get some good looks, and hopefully they'll fall for us.
High expectations for Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan on court side. Give me a beat. They're thinking about.
Great move to get one of the most unique players in the league, Porzingis. 7'3", KP brings serious size to your team. He can really shoot the basketball also. And you love that he's a playmaker and he makes a concerted effort on the glass.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Denver Nuggets. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you have to like what we're seeing from Rui Hachimura.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for Memphis. On the court right now for the Nuggets. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's James Harden. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Williams in at the three. Powerful take from Cunningham.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
On the wing, Harden. He's watched by Cunningham. Harden against Cunningham. Misses the baby hook.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
McDaniels finds Cunningham. For the tie. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Second half getting started, about a minute played. Wembanyama with the easy two.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And the dunk by Jackson.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Wembanyama, high post, puts it up from 17. And there are the Nuggets with another bucket.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Harden against Cunningham. Shoots over Harden. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Cunningham's got 18 points in the game.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Now here's Harden. He's got 5. On the take. He's off on the layup. Grizzlies trail by 3. Simons with it. Harden picks him up. Simons passes to Cunningham. Fires from the line. Rebounded by Denver. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Simons passes to Smith. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Cunningham. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
A sharp shooter from the mid-range. Cunningham doesn't need much room to feel comfortable firing away.
Pass to Wembanyama. Williams from long range. Smith with the rebound.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Simons outside. Inside. It's tipped. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Harden. 4-3. Hits the trifecta. Give him 8 points now.
You've come to expect great passing from Harden. He's got a reputation for finding open guys.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And let's see who is on top of the NBA when it comes to blocks. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
He changes more shots than he blocks, and he blocks a ton of them.
Denver on D. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. And it's Cunningham missing. To the middle. Oh, go up and go get it, Wemby.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Cunningham with the ball. Give him 20 to the paint. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Major posterization right there, guys. The defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Williams is checked in for Memphis. Pass to Wembanyama. And stolen by Williams. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's McDaniels. Williams defending. McDaniels passes to Cunningham. On the wing, Simons. The 3 is up. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists in the game.
You can't give Simons any room from that corner spot.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. Pass to Harden. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, how about this factoid? James Harden drawing another foul. And in other news, water is wet too. scoring ability Harden brings is unique and next level.
Some changes for Memphis. Clowney, he's checked in for Smith, and it's Watson in for McDaniels. Harden hits them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Now Cunningham. Give him 20. Down low. A nice shot by Watson. Watson's got his third basket on the night right there.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Now here's man. He's watched by Cunningham. Hachimura in the post. Working on Williams. Right side Harden. 5 on the clock. No good from outside.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Williams passes to Cunningham. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Friday, they'll head home to take on the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Los Angeles Lakers.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Beasley's checked in for Denver. Screen by Watson. And here's Simons outside. Fires in the triple. Simons has got 13.
And over the course of a season, this is one of Simons' strengths, his efficiency from range.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
Here's man. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Pass to Hachimura. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Williams. There's Simons with a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Good work there as it goes. Cunningham's got 8 here in this quarter.
And Cunningham's teammates rely on him to score, which is why he's so assertive on the offensive end.
Now here's man. He's watched by Cunningham. To the inside. Ball stolen. Williams in the post. Hachimura covering. Williams misses.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And the Nuggets getting another bucket to fall.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
To the middle. Here's Watson. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Watson's got 11 points.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
Outside man. On the wing, Hachimura. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And since we have a second here, let's see which teams have dominated the offensive glass and second chance opportunities this season. The Nuggets, fourth.
They're having success because they're sending multiple guys to the offensive glass. Hard to block out everyone.
Jackson, he's checked in for Clowney. Simons outside. Watson passes to Williams. And here's Simons. He's guarded by Beasley. And here's Cunningham outside. Rebounded by Denver. Jovic has got 4 rebounds now. Inside. Tipped. Hachimura. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Nice job by Hachimura. He is so good below the foul line.
Outside Watson. Now here's Cunningham. He's guarded by Mann. For the lead. And it's Cunningham missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And here's Mann. Here's Post. No good. A bit long that time. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Jackson, the screen, launches a 3. Oh, the range of Cunningham.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Beasley outside. Got it off in time. Oh, at the buzzer. Wow.
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 2. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Every night. It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Jaden McDaniels out there with Jackson. Then there's Jalen Smith. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Williams in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And stolen by Williams. Here's Harden. Count it, and the foul. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
I don't think there's anybody better than Harden at converting through contact. Superb in that area because he's crafty, he's strong, and he's skilled.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nuggets.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
That's good from Harden.
Harden's a guy who really had an old man's game back when he was a young man. It worked then, and it certainly is working now.
Smith no good. Denver leading by 5. Out to the right wing. The shot. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
McDaniels passes to Simons. Williams on the wing. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. Wembanyama gets a hand on it.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Williams against McDaniels. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Second team foul. Shooting for Denver, Williams. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Williams.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And Williams drops them both. And so it's Memphis with it. Simons outside. Outside McDaniels. There's the triple. Sends it home from three-point land.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Lets it go from deep. Drops in the three.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Williams on the wing. It's intercepted. Back come the Nuggets on the run. Jumps up. And Williams punches it home.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Jackson outside. The baby hook.
And guys, I'd keep it simple. Keep running plays for Triple J. He's been awesome tonight.
Wembanyama against Smith. Pass to Pajemski. Back to Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Harden against Simons. Smith with a screen on Harden. Here's Simons. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Up top, Harden. He's covered by Simons. Harden against Simons. That shot is off. Grizzlies trail by 7. McDaniels passes to Simons. Back to Daniels. Pass to Smith. McDaniels with it. Williams defending. Jackson the screen. McDaniels can't hit.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Down low. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Simons penetrating. And the layup is good off the glass. And it's now only a 5-point Denver lead.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
Harden scanning the floor. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Smith's got 6 rebounds in the game.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
There's Jackson with the 3. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for the Nuggets. It's Pajemski on the wing. Drains the triple.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Grizzlies trail by 8. Simons passes to Jackson. Outside, Williams. Up top, Jackson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Just a load to deal with inside. When Jackson Jr. goes up strong, he puts the defense in difficult situations.
First free throw is good. Walker, he's checked in for Memphis. Cunningham comes in for Williams. He's perfect from the line this time. The Nuggets lead by 6. Now here's Harden. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Walker. True on the 14-footer. Wembanyama's got 10 points in just the second half.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
Jackson surveying the D. Up top, Walker. Outside, McDaniels. Jackson with a screen on Williams. McDaniels from long range. The kick out to Walker. Hey, from beyond the arc. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
An elite shot blocker. Wembanyama covers so much ground.
Outside, Pajemski. Wembanyama against Walker. Here's Williams, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Grizzlies trail by 8. McDaniels with it. Harden picks him up. Here's Cunningham, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And just a high IQ play. Cunningham goes for a pump fake, and now he's headed to the line.
Cunningham. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Smith's checked in. Both free throws good from Cunningham.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Outside, Williams. Outside, Harden. Let's go with a 3. Memphis with a rebound.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Jackson, the screen. McDaniels passes to Jackson. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. That one on Murphy.
It's clear Jackson Jr. embraces the spotlight. He's a solid scorer who makes important shots for this team.
Second personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for your Grizzlies, Jackson Jr. Shooting 1.
Harden with it. To the paint. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Simons. Cunningham with the ball. Defended by Harden. From 10 feet away. Off the left rim and out.
Gets good position inside. May have rushed it just a little.
Well, you know, Harden will do that every chance he gets. He cleverly goes into the defender looking for the contact to draw the foul, and nobody does it better.
James Harden. 2 shots.
That's good from Harden. Second free throw, no good. Grizzlies trail by 6. Pass to Simons. Over Williams. Simons' shot is good. Simons got 6 in the quarter.
What a make by Simons. Ready to produce under pressure.
They set the screen. From the arc. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 7 rebounds in the game. McDaniels inside, working on Williams. Jackson the screen. There's Simons with a 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Podziemski into the lane, and he dunks it down.
Oh, that was nasty. A 2-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And it's Simons missing.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
For obvious reasons, it's hard to truly contest Wembanyama without fouling.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Here's Cunningham, and it's Cade with the finish inside.
And you can tell Cunningham is a very determined player, refusing to give up on the situation.
Pass to Wembanyama. Over Smith. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Harden.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Wembanyama, screen on McDaniels. Outside for Wembanyama, from behind the arc. Smith with the rebound. McDaniels from long range. Oh, the trifecta! Here's Podziemski, and an intentional foul right there.
Anthony Simons. First personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting for Denver. Podziemski. At the line for 2.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he's able to hit the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. And the Grizzlies call time here. They trail by 6. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cunningham finds Smith from deep three-point land. And they'll get another chance. So the Nuggets win it, and with tonight's win, they're now 2-0 in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just a fantastic start to the group stage. They're in the driver's seat in this group. A strong finish, and they'll advance.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
James, congratulations on a big win, but I ask you this. Where does this team need to continue to grow?
Our backbone, what we're going to rely on is our defense, and it's on us now defensively to be able to lock up, be able to communicate, and be able to sustain it for full quarters. And once we get that at a high level and consistently, it's going to be a problem.
Thanks, James. Back to you.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And we present the player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.